Hi there, my name is Angel Moringo.
Nancy Ramos.
Nancy Ramos, that is a beautiful name. You remind me of my mother.
No, you remind me of my son.
Well, he must be a handsome young devil, ain't he?
Sort of.
Alright. Alright, so, would you describe what you like most about your job?
I like that I have the opportunity to help families and patients and be able to contribute in a positive way
You
to
have
them.
a lot of patience?
I do,
You do?
yes.
That's where we differ. I have no patience. Okay, so what do you dislike most about your job?
I really don't dislike anything about my job.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay. Alright, so what skills do you think one needs to do well in this job?
Are you going to ask me about what I like about my job?
That was the first question.
No, what I like about my job? No.
Yeah, I already asked you. That was the first thing I asked you. You
Okay.
said that you help a lot of patients. That's what I was like. Yeah, I don't have a lot of patients.
Let's start over. Ask me the question.
Question part 2. What would you describe what you like most about your career? Final answer.
I like it that social work provides a lot of variety. You can work with elderly, you can work in hospitals, you can work in children and with families. So it provides you with a variety of types of professions that you can practice in different settings.
So, moving on to the next question? Finally, what skills do you think one needs to do well in this job?
I think it's very important that social workers have patience, that they learn to take self-care, and they cannot take problems home, be able to disconnect, and understand that we are able to help others, but we cannot change others because that is in the control of the person. Sometimes people do want the help, and sometimes they will reject it.
Okay. So, I'm going to casually take my glasses off now. I'm going to put them back on. I can't read. That was a bad idea. How has this field changed since you started your career?
I think it has changed greatly because there's more people who are choosing this career. So I think it's very competitive. And I think also that we are learning to expand a little bit more. So we're getting certification in different areas to specialize. So I think in that sense it's changed.
Okay. What advice do you have for someone interested in pursuing this profession?
I think it's a wonderful career. I think it's a career where you have a lot of areas where you can, different areas where you can obtain different experiences and learn as a whole as a social worker. But you just have to learn to protect yourself from not getting overwhelmed or burned out.
Okay. So, something really relevant for right now. What educational experience did you acquire to get in this career?
Okay, I started with a bachelor's degree and I worked in the Department of Children and Families.
What college did you go to?
I went to UCF and I worked in the foster care unit in DCF and I also worked in the adoptions unit. Then I got my master's degree in Puerto Rico in the University of Inter-American, and I worked with the VA.
That's the job you currently
Yes.
have, right? Did you study in the same branch over in Puerto Rico with veterans, or was it a different patients? Different.
I did my internship in the VA.
Right. Okay. All right. So, and did you do the direct connect from Valencia to UCF, or did you go
Yes.
straight to UCF? You went to Valencia.
I went to Valencia. I got my associate degree there.
Did you get your
In
AA
arts,
or AS?
yes.
Your
AA.
AA? Right. Okay.
And then I went over to UCF to finish my bachelor's degree.
Bachelor's and then Puerto Rico master's.
Yes.
All right. Is there something you would recommend I do to make myself more marketable for this career?
Be more serious.
Is there anything you would recommend I do to make myself more marketable for this career?
Be more serious.
Is there anything you would recommend I do to make myself more marketable for this career?
Well, I think internships are a wonderful way to obtain experience and try to identify if that's something that you enjoy. If you do internships in areas that you don't feel comfortable with, you might discover that it's something that you really like. Or you can definitely say, this is something that's not for me. So that's a great way to start obtaining some experience and feeling comfortable with some areas within the social work field, and also obtaining certifications during your degree to specialize in some areas also makes it good and beneficial for professional development.
And be more serious.
And you mentioned you started your internship experience and just being an intern when you were getting your master's in Puerto Rico, or did you do any kind of internship in UCF as well?
I did my internship for my bachelor's degree. I did my internship in Department of Children and Families, and for my master's degree, I did my internship in VA.
All right. So finally, one last question. What's for dinner?
Frozen food.
Sweet. All right. So it's been a pleasure meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
So.
You're handsome like your father.
Oh. How do you know my father by any chance?
Yeah, I met him once.
Oh, that's great. He's a great guy. You guys should talk more often. He gets lonely sometimes.
Is he single?
All right. Well, again, it's been a pleasure meeting you. Thank you for meeting me.
Thank you.
And I will see you in 2 minutes. Bye.
Good luck.